All right, everyone, we are back from the All-Star break. Your Pittsburgh Pirates are 54-36 at the unofficial halfway point of the season, 3.5 ahead of the Cardinals, 6.5 ahead of the Brewers. I am excited. We have a lineup that is rocking right now. We have an offense that is mashing, and our pitching is playing well enough for us to keep cruising. So we have a couple all-star seasons. We just finished an all-star break where the Pirates had, I believe it was 6 players total, position players total, and then Chris Paddock also was selected as a pitcher. So the voters recognize how good this team is so far. JJ Bleday was the overall vote-getting leader of the All-Star game. So just a complete dominant first half, and I believe 5 of the 6 position players started in the game, or 4 of the 5, or whatever it was. All but one started the All-Star game. So just an incredible first half of the season. We ended the first half on a little bit of a skid there. If we go back and look at the schedule, we split with the Phillies, but the last 2 games were losses, and we pick up with the Phillies, the Rockies, the Dodgers, and then the Cubs. So the Dodgers I'm interested in because they've had a great start to they've been picking up steam recently. If you look at the standings, they have a plus 100 some run differential, which they didn't start off that fast, so they've really been raking it recently. And then if you go back and you look at the team chemistry, it was okay, but now it's static. Our coaches are finally getting along. And if we go to meet the team, we have a lot of high-level players here. So enough high-level players to absolutely compete for a championship. So at the start of this year, I said this was year 1 of our championship window. So far, it looks correct. And I just want to see Bleday's contract here. Okay, I really should start looking at locking some of these players up. Like Bleday, what would it take? Do we even have the money to do that? Oh, shit. I didn't think we were going to have the money to do that. Oh, we did. Okay, never mind. That's a fair offer. Okay, I'm not going to officially confirm it, but we probably should start thinking about extensions for some of these guys. We'll sim the month of July and August, and then maybe we'll think about it. We don't want to. Yeah, we'll come back to it. We'll come back to it then. So, anyways, just absolutely crushing it, raking it. We're going to go past the trade deadline. We're not going to trade away. We were concerned about maybe having to trade Senzel earlier in the season because this is his last year, and I don't know if we have the money for an extension for him. I mean, that's $26 million. I don't know about that. So if we were having a down year, we're probably going to trade him because we couldn't afford him. But let's ride. We are all in on these upcoming years. So let's just go. Let's not make any deals unless something comes up that's really good. But I really like our bullpen. It could be a little better. But Thomas White, I think, could come around. Evan Sierra has been a revelation for the Pirates. And I don't really know who I'd move out, to be quite honest. Tommy Doyle's pitched well. Blake Wyman's pitched well. So I don't really know who I would remove from there unless we get someone dominant. And so I'm just going to keep rolling with it. So we're on July 15th. The Buccos are 3.5 up in the NL Central. So let's start the sim here. All right, 4-3 win right back from the All-Star break. We needed 2 runs in the bottom of the 9th to make it happen. Thomas went 2 for 4. Senzel with 2 RBIs. What happened? Alamaze, walk-off hero. Game tied in the bottom of the 9th. Dramatic run scoring single. Paddock, 8 innings, 7 Ks, 10 hits, 57 game score. Marquez, Herman Marquez was the player of the game. Interesting. Didn't have really that great of a game. And former Bucco himself last year. So looks like he's having a good season for him, though. Good for him. But, hey, there we go. Game 1 in the bag. Let's see. Let's get 2 games. Okay, 2-1 win. Whew. Beer going 3 for 4. And the Phillies almost made it interesting there in the top of the ninth, scoring a run. Rocker goes 8 innings, 8K. Rogers comes in for the hold, and then Reese gets the one-out save, the classic one-out save. Rocker with an 88-game score, almost matched Evan Sierra's 88-game score that we had. So 85 for him. Kumar Rocker, player of the game. There. So we clinched the first series win back from the All-Star break. Can we clinch the sweep? 5-4-11. It's tough to sweep teams. It's tough to sweep teams. But this is the thing that just drives me nuts. So we take 2 of 3, and we still somehow lose a game in terms of being up in the division. Cardinals only 2.5 back. So if you look at the graph, Cardinals are going through a run right now. They're making a charge for the top of the division. So, whatever. Of course, this is what the game does. This is AI. So, let's see. We have the Rockies coming up. Rockies 39-56 in the season. Hopefully, we will be able to at least match what the Cardinals do. They'll probably win 5 games in a 4-game series. But let's see here. Game 1 against the Rockies at Coors Field. So you imagine there's going to be some runs scored. 9-4. Pirates led throughout, but really hammered it home in the ninth. Hits all around. Madrigal multi-hit game. Senzel, Hayes, Thomas, Alamaze with a multi-hit game too. And remember, Royce Lewis is still out of the lineup for about another probably 3 or 4 weeks. Brew Baker goes 8 1/3, 6 Ks, 10 hits. Let a lot of people on base, but navigated through them. And Bohm was injured after being hit by a pitch. So thumb contusion, day-to-day, minimal, 5 days. Nick Gonzalez, pinch runner playing first base. That was interesting. Negative .3 WAR. Probably because he's playing first base. Did he have any errors at first? Nope. That's wild. So, anyways, we'll go back. We'll see Game 2 of the series against the 3-game series against Colorado. 3-1 win, clinched the series win there. And Senzel, 3 for 5. Tucker, 2 for 4. They carried the bulk of the offensive load, it looks like. The Buccos got in it on the first inning and added in insurance in the top of the ninth. Boom, 1 for 2 and 2 walks with the thumb contusion. Contreras, Ronzi, our boy Ronzi, player of the game. 7 2/3, 7K, 5 hits, 4 walks. Ronzi coming through. Can we get a sweep of the Rockies here? It's tough to sweep teams. Yep, it's tough. It is tough. You want to win the series. You don't necessarily expect to sweep everyone. So we go back to the home screen here. 3 weeks out from Royce Lewis. Let's hope Alec Bohm can navigate the next 2 days and be okay. This is unbelievable. Look at this. The Cardinals still winning. I don't think that I got to see their schedule because look, we win 2 out of 3 again, still lose a game. We still lose a game. Unbelievable. Okay, I'm going to switch to the Cardinals here because I got to see this. I got to see how bullshit this is. Pardon my French. Okay, let's go to schedule for the Cardinals. 6 in a row. That's funny. No, 7, 8, 9 in a row. 9 wins in a row for the Cardinals. What a joke. What a freaking joke. It's all right. Okay, we got the Dodgers here, so I expect by the end of this series we'll probably be in second place in the division. So we got 3 against the Dodgers. I believe we got swept by them earlier in the season in what I called a measuring stick game. Let's see, or measuring stick series, or maybe I just could have completely made that up. I'm not sure. No, okay, we split 2 of them, so we went 2-2 against them earlier in the season. So now it's back again. Let's see, are we any better than we were before? So game 1 at home, 1-0 loss in 10. That's brutal. Just curious how we lost. Oh, sorry, not at home, away at LA. Jose Iglesias hit a dramatic solo home run. I mean, that stinks. Pitcher's duel. Rocker goes 7 innings, 10 Ks, 75 game score. Pablo Lopez, 9 1/3. It's tough. Hey, the games like that will happen, and I'm sure the Cardinals had won. Let's just see if that actually happened. Shocker, they did. The Cardinals won again. So that's 10 in a row for the Cardinals. Like I said, after this series, we're going to be in second place. All right, let's see what we do against the Dodgers here. Let's see if we can get the second game. 6-2 loss. Let's see. We should probably be... Whoa, the Cardinals lost. Holy shit, I can't believe it. All right, don't get swept. Got to win one. 11-5 victory. So... who went off here? Seth Beer, 4 RBI. Alec Boehm, 2 RBI, 3 hits in the game. Madrigal with 3 stolen bases. Senzel with 5. So if we scroll down here, if we scroll down, Brubaker, 7 2/3, gave up 3 home runs himself. Yikes. Hey, we will take the win. Absolutely. So let's see. Did the Cardinals lose? Of course not. Of course not. So let's got the day off here. And the Cardinals lost on our day off because they went from a half game to a game now. So maybe maybe their rise is over. Just a freaking joke. So now we have I believe the Cubbies, right? Yeah, 3 against the Cubbies, it looks like here. And the Cubbies last place in the National League, already 25.5 games back in the division. So hopefully we can make up some games here. Carlos Rodon, recent perfect game turned to no-hitter achievement. And yes, we lose the first game as expected. Can we take game 2? 6-5 win. All right. Beer, Thomas knocking in 2 runs apiece. Blade and Kelly also helping in the RBI category. Contreras goes 5 innings, 6 Ks. Let quite a few players on base. 37 game score, not great, but Robbie Ray didn't do well for them either. So Robbie Ray was injured. Well, I shouldn't say he didn't do well. He only pitched 2/3. I just looked at the game score there. Seth Beer, player of the game. It doesn't seem like a real eventful game, but Pirates, 6 runs on 4 hits. Interesting. So, all right, game 3 and the trading deadline. We're just going to sim through it. Kumar, here we go. Kumar Rocker. We got a 15-3 win. But Rocker's out for 3 months. And, of course, that was the trading deadline day. There literally couldn't have been worse timing for that injury. Couldn't have been worse timing for that. Kumar Rocker gets hurt as we sim the trade deadline day. Trade deadline's passed, and now we're just down one of our best pitchers. Can't even make a move. So that hurts for sure. Let's see what kind of lead we have built up here. But before we do that, let's go to lineups real quick. We'll go to the lineups. We'll see if any need adjusting. Nope, AI does not adjust the lineups at all. And then pitching, I'm interested to see who they're going to bring into the rotation. It looks like Tristan Beck is back in. And the bullpen will likely stay, status quo. So, yeah, that's wild. That is a wild turn of events. Still only 1 game up on the division lead, but here's something to keep an eye out. The Pirates are a game up on the Cardinals, but you will also, and 5.5 up on the Brewers. But you also see the Cardinals lead the wild card. So we're really 5.5 up on the first wild card spot. And the second wild card spot is held by the Brewers, who we are 5.5 up on. And the Cardinals are 4.5 up on them. So long story short is that we are 9, and then the Brewers are half game up on the Padres. So doing math, we and I believe this is correct. Correct me if I'm wrong, but we as the Pirates are 10 games up on a playoff spot because first two wild card teams make the playoffs. Even if we were to drop to third place, we would still be a half game up on the Brewers. Or on the second wild card spot. So that might actually not be true now that I'm thinking about it. I think I'm doing dumb math. I'm an idiot. I took pre-calc, but I haven't really done math since. No. So maybe I'm 6. I think I'm 6 games. Whatever. We're in good shape for a playoff spot right now. Kumar's out for 3 months. So if you think about what that 3 months looks like, that's August, September, October. I mean, unless the World Series goes in November, we're not gonna see him. But that would be a dramatic return in the World Series for Rocker. But let's see what happened. The 15-3 win. Rocker pitched 4 innings before he got hurt. Alec Thomas was injured running the bases. Travis McGregor was also injured. Bad day. Thomas only out for a day with calf soreness. So he had 3 RBI. Bohm had 3 RBI. And Madrigal with his 25th stolen base of the season. The guy's just moving on the base path. So 15-3 win there. So let's hope we can maintain even without Rocker. We have 3 against the Mets. And if we look at the Mets, they are in the thick of the wild card race here. So any victories we can get against them or any ground we can gain will be helpful. But luckily, this is, I think, where our schedule opens up a little bit in terms of a little bit of an easier schedule. So maybe missing Rocker won't hurt too much. We will, as I mentioned in the last video, have the Brewer situation, whether they're contender or pretender, solved by the end of this month because we have a total of 10 games against them. So we'll start simming here against the Mets. 4-1 win. All right, Senzel's going to be out for a week. We'll put him. We'll be cautious with him. We'll put him on the 10-day DL. That means he's going to miss a. He's going to miss a important series, but again, we have, Swaggerty is definitely capable. 2 games up now on the Cardinals. He'll miss the Cubs. He'll miss the St. Louis Cardinals series, but I'd rather him be healthy, not risk making anything worse. So 4-1 win. I actually didn't take a look at this. Madrigal goes 4 for 5. Thomas 2 for 4. And then Alame's 2 for 4 as well. Fuentes goes 8 innings, 5K, 5 hits. Decent outing, and by decent, that's underselling it with a 72 game score. But Senzel was injured on a defensive play, so hustling. Always appreciate that about Senzel. So 4-1 win. Let's see if we can clinch the series win against the Mets. We do with an 8-2 victory. That's awesome. Tucker with 3 RBI, Blade with 3 hits. And Brubaker goes all 9 innings, 10 Ks, 5 hits, 1 walk. Great game by Brubaker, 78 game score there. So awesome day all around. And then let's see if we can get the sweep against the Mets. And we do, a 6-4 win. The Pirates stay hot, of course. So 3 for 4, Carson Kelly with 3 RBI. Just completely turning it around from last year. I just want to take a moment to highlight him. Last year, he hit .210 with a .636 OPS and a .2 WAR. This year, he has a .414 slugging, .757 OPS, and then a 1.7 WAR. And that's the above average hitting he's doing. 104 in addition, 104 OPS plus in addition to his good defensive work. So he's everything, that we were hoping to get this year. Paddock only going 4 2/3. He was injured. That would be quite a blow if that's long-term. Back tightness one day. It isn't, thank goodness. Sierra, though, who's 3-0, coming in and just, boom, 1 2/3 innings pitched in an efficient, 4 outs in an efficient 10 pitches. So he has been and I called him this before, a complete revelation this season. So 3 games against the bottom dwelling or the basement dwelling Cubs. So let's see if we can send this, extend the win streak. The Cardinals. I mean, look at this. Look at this. They win, and then they win one, lose one, win one, and then they win one, and then it's, I mean, that being said, they did have quite a losing streak there at the beginning of the season, so this is kind of regressing to the mean, but I expect it to kind of regress back to the mean and have a few more losses. But anyway, so let's see. Can we get some wins against the Cubs here? Nope, 4-2 loss. A 4-3 win. I mean, Coach. The Coke. Oh, it's Coke, I think. Coke, 1 for 3 RBI. Hayes and Thomas, multi-hit games, and then Buccos 7 innings, pitched only 2 Ks, but limits the damage elsewhere, and they get the W there. So we'll go back to the schedule here, see if we can take the series against the Cubs. And we do with a 13-1 win. We put up crooked numbers in the first 2 innings and then blow it open in the fourth with another 4 runs. Beer has 4 RBI. Thomas has 2 RBI. Bohm has 2 RBI. And then Fuentes goes 6 2/3. He's working his average back to respectability, or not his record back to respectability. Not that means much with pitchers, but Beer was the player of the game. Madrigal with his 29th stolen base of the season. The guy is in freaking sane. So now we have a 4-game series against the Cardinals, and I would just absolutely love to kick the shit out of them. Just this annoying ass team that continues to just win, and put the pressure on the Pirates. So just such a fucking annoying team. Sorry, I had to drop an F-bomb there to properly mirror my emotions. So let's go in here, and 4-game series, would love to sweep them. There's no team I'd rather beat in real life. The Pirates beat in real life, and especially in this season right now, when they're trying to fuck up our World Series run. There's no team I'd rather beat. And it looks like they have Shane Bieber. Not sure if he's been with them all season. Yep, looks like he has. Looks like he had some triple. No, it actually does not look like. It looks like he's played for Cleveland. So the Cardinals go out and make a huge trade for Shane Bieber. So, all right, that's fine. You want to play like that? We'll play like that. So let's see if we can get the first game of the series. 7-5 loss. Ugh. Second game, 5-4 win. Seth Beer injured for a week. All right. Day to day. Let's see what went down in that 5-4 win. Pirates got all the runs in the late in the game there. And man, it was a bottom of the order effort. Everyone. The only person with multi-hit game was Steven Alamaze. Paddock, 7 1/3 innings, 5 Ks. Reese with the hold. Rogers with the save. Tucker was hurt. What's the story there? That could be long-term. Beer, strained back, moderate 1 week. Okay, so this series might kill us. All right, let's see. We go against Bieber. Let's just make sure our lineups are set here. Okay. Carson Kelly, still a little tired, it looks like. Our boy Ronzi pitching in Game 3 against Shane Bieber. Can we get the win against the defending real-life Cy Young winner? 4-1 win. Cole Tucker injured for 2 weeks. Bummer. It's a big bummer. Seth Beer also hurt. Yeah, it's a bummer there, but our lineup's still pretty solid throughout. So we got the 4-1 victory. Let's see what happened in there. So Madrigal goes 3 for 4. Thomas 2 for 4. Gonzalez throws as a DH, throws 2 RBI in there. Thomas with his 22nd stolen base, Madrigal with his 30th. Contreras, Roansy going six Ks, only 4 hits, but also 3 walks. Chris Sale was injured for them, but only for 5 days. So looks like we have, and not looks like, we do have the chance to take the series win against the Cardinals, and it looks like the Bieber start got maybe pushed back, or I was looking at the wrong day. So I was more likely probably looking at the wrong day. So if we can win this game, we gain a game on the Cardinals. So let's see what happens here. At worst, we end the series exactly where we started it with fewer games left. So I guess that's a win for us. But okay, 10-5 loss. I kind of figured we were going to split that. So we'll finish today. Yep, and Senzel is off of the DL. So we're going to get him back in the lineup for our series against the Brewers. So we're a game and a half up on the Cardinals. We are 4 up on the Brewers. And again, the Cardinals and Brewers still hold the spot for the first and second wild card spots. So we're throwing Fuentes here against Rasmussen. Again, the whole Brewer situation, like I said, should be dealt with over the next few weeks. So let's see what happens. So Sim game 1, 5-4 loss, not great. Game 2, 3-1 loss. And, of course, the Cardinals win both games, so we're a half game back from them now. And we win 13-3 here. Everyone besides Senzel having multi-hit games, 3 players with 3 RBI, Hayes, Kelly, and Beer. Paddock going 8 1/3 with 8 Ks. So the Brewers gain a game, and then, of course, the Cardinals just sweep their entire next series, so we're a half game behind. And we're 3 games up on the first wild card spot. So we have, thank goodness we have 3 games against the Cubs here, and I shouldn't speak too soon, but hopefully we can get some wins against them. 9-1 win. We have a personal message. Cole Tucker, okay, require some rest. All right, that's fine. Take your rest, brother. Not against that. Are you still trying to play, or are you on the DL? All right, if you're already on the DL, just go for it. Don't matter to me, my friend. Don't take too long, though. Beggars can't be choosers, I guess. So 9-1 victory. Who had the game? Looks like Alec Thomas, 3 for 5, 3 RBI. The power and the run support just coming everywhere from our lineup. Madrigal, this 32nd stolen base of the season. Roansy going 8 2/3, 10 Ks. Very good season by Roansy. Alec Thomas, player of the game. So we'll go back to the schedule here. We'll sim the next 2. Let's get the series win. We do with an 8-7 victory, and we needed all of it in the late innings. 4 in the 7th, and then 2 in the 8th. Senzel driving in 3 runs. Bohm with 2 runs. And then Thomas, Madrigal, and Senzel with multi-hit games. Senzel with a 6th stolen base. Madrigal with his 33rd stolen base. The guy just won't stop stealing. So we'll go back and let's see. Can we get the sweep against the Cubs? And then if you look, the Cardinals haven't lost a game yet. They're still chugging along. So we'll see if we can get the sweep against the Cubs. We get the 5-4 win, and we're back in first place. So the Cardinals had a rare loss. And the Cubs made it interesting in the 9th, but we got the win. Madrigal, Beer, Bohm, 1, 2, 3 in the lineup, both getting 2 hits. And then the bottom of the lineup, Royce Lewis is back. I did not notice that. Hey, welcome, mi amigo. Royce Lewis is back in the game, or back in the lineup. Madrigal, his 34th stolen base. That's like a 4 or 5 game stolen streak, maybe even more. Fuentes going 8 innings. Madrigal was the player of the game. So we will go back to the schedule. We have 3 coming up against the Giants. Giants are in the thick of the race here for the wild card spot. It looks, we're by we're, the top of the NL is separating itself from the bottom, because there's really, if you want to count the Phillies, who are 8.5 back from the second wild card spot, which is quite the hill to climb. If you want to count them, there are only 3 other teams that can battle for the wild card spot. And we're playing one of them, which is the Giants. So this would be a big win. This would be a big series, win for us if we can put a greater gap between all the 3 NL Central teams and then some of the NL West teams too, to keep them off our back. So the Brewers and Cardinals better be fucking rooting for us this game or this series. So 3 against the Giants. Let's see how we go. Let's get game 1, 4-3 win. I like the sights of that. And we got one in the top of the 9th to break open a tie. So it looks like the game was at a stalemate until Nick Senzel came to bat in the top of the 9th, hit a run-scoring single, and then we closed it out from there. So Senzel with 2 RBI. So looks like the other 2 runs were unearned. Brubaker 5 2/3, and then Jackson Reese, who may be an unsung hero in this bullpen, with the win. All right. Can we get the series win against the Giants? That would be huge. And we do with a 7-1 victory. Royce Lewis in the leadoff spot, going 2 for 4. Blade 3 for 5. Thomas 1 for 4, but knocks in 3. Kelly knocks in 3 as well. So Paddock going 7 1/3, 11 Ks, 5 hits. Great game for Paddock, 75 game scores. So now we've clinched the series win against the Giants. Let's see if we can sweep them with Glasnow on the mound. So we'll go ahead. Can we sweep them? Yes, we do. That's tough to do, especially against a team still in the wild card hunt. Pirates, again, won in the top of the 9th. We're winning a lot of one-run games, which is great, but that luck could always turn around quick. Madrigal 3 for 5. Bohm 2 for 4 with 2 RBI. I wonder who's going to be the first to get 100 RBI. Is it going to be Blade or is it going to be Bohm? Bohm has 86. Blade has 84. No stolen bases. I don't know when Madrigal's streak was snapped. Ronzi going 5 2/3. Doyle going 2 1/3. Interesting there. Glasnow, player of the game, though, giving a good start, but still losing late, or getting a no decision, I should say. So let's finish today, and then I'm also going to adjust the lineups too, just because we had Royce come back, and I'm not sure if the AI would like to change anything. Nope, doesn't look like it. So we'll go back to the home screen and take a status update here before our game against the Brewers. And you can see the Cardinals are just unbelievably hot this second half of the year. I mean, this is ridiculous. I've never seen anything like this. A team wins so much. I want to see what we're going to go to the standings real quick because I just want to see what their post-All-Star game break record is. It has to be. It's unbelievable. Our run differential, 148. Cardinals, 129. Extra inning games, we're 5-5. 1-run games, 22-11. That is a little unsustainable. Like I said, good luck, or maybe just good hitting all around. I'm not sure, but looks like the NL is the conference, or not conference, the league to beat this year. In post All-Star game break, the Cardinals are 24-8. Brewers 22-8. We're 21-10 and still losing ground. That's hysterical. We're still raking against lefties, and we're getting better against righties. That is so funny that we have the best record in the National League, and our magic number is still the highest of any of the division leaders. So that's wild. But we have a opportunity here. Now we just took a blow to the Giants' chance of that wild card. They're 7.5 back. We could really crush the Brewers as well over the next 2 weeks. So we have 3 coming up against the Brewers. Let's see if we can get game 1 here. 7-6 loss, not good. Game 2, 4-2 loss. Can't get swept. 7-4 win. Cole Tucker's time on the DL is over. That was not a great series by the Buccos. 4 runs so it almost came a sweep. Pirates were 3 outs away from it being a sweep, but then put 4 in the top of the 9th. Blade, 2 hits, 2 RBI, and he was He was the hitter for the Pirates of the game, also player of the game. Brubaker goes 7 innings but gets the no decision. Rogers with his 26th save of the year. Madrigal, 35th stolen base on the season. So we'll go back here. We'll see since Cole Tucker's no longer on, if there's any adjustments there. Nope, we're good. So we'll go here. We'll go back to the main screen. Tied with the Cardinals. Of course, not surprised whatsoever. Brewers 4 back. So just wild. So we're playing against the Rockies now, who are 50-75. The Cubs 39-86. Yikes. Rockies 22.5 back. A 3-game series with them before we finish out the month against the Brewers. So game 1 against the Rockies, 5-3 loss. Of course, the Cardinals won. Not surprised there. Game 2, get the win. Of course, the Cardinals win there again. Madrigal 3 for 3. Royce Lewis 2 for 4 with 2 knocks in 2 RBI. Madrigal 2 stolen bases, 37 on the season. Ronzi, our boy Ronzi, 7 1/3. I like that. So we'll go back to the schedule. We'll see if we can win the series against the Rockies. And we don't. We lose in 16. That's problematic because we've probably used quite a bit of our bullpen, and we have a series against the Brewers coming up. So we're a half game back of the Cardinals because, of course, they're not going to lose. They just keep on winning. So we'll go to the schedule, and we'll see what we can do here against the Brewers. This is a big series. 6-0 loss. 7-2 win. Okay. Oh, we're first in the NL. So, wow, the Cardinals may have lost a few games. Shocking. Thomas, Bohm, Blade, both multi-hit games. Alec Thomas with 3 RBI. Madrigal with 2 more stolen bases up to 39. Brubaker goes 5 1/3, gets the win. Wyman, Delaplane, and then Bednar. So you can tell our bullpen was a little depleted because we went to the guys we don't see too often in this one. So let's see if we can take another game from the Brewers here and clinch a split. We can't. Let's clinch a split here, hopefully. And we don't. We lose 7-0. So we can expand. Today, the active roster capacity rises to 28. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. So, half game back from the Cardinals. 1 game behind the Brewers. I mean, this NL Central is just a wild fucking division this year. Just a wild division. And we have a month left. We have 3 games against the Cardinals, 3 games against the Cardinals, and then 3 games against the Cardinals in October. So still have 9 left against them. And we have the Tigers, the Reds. I know the Braves are there leading their division. So we have a mix of quality teams, but then also bad teams. I'm going to say suboptimal, but not suboptimal for us to play. Just a wild, bizarre second half of the season where we are just, winning, taking series 2 out of 3, 2 out of 3, 2 out of 3, and then the Cardinals just sweep. It's wild. And to think that we're 78-53 and at risk for missing the playoffs is just wild. The Brewers are 1 game behind us, and they're 4 up on the Padres. Everyone else at this point, I would say, they're not. Okay, take that back. The Cubs are actually eliminated. But you look at the Giants down, it'd be tough to make up 9.5 for them, especially with how well all these teams at the top are. So it'd be tough. So it's really three horse race for 2 spots. And 2 of those 3 spots are coming from the NL Central. So just a crazy season in terms of strength in this division, when really the last 4 or 5 years in the simulation, the NL Central has been the worst division. So let's see. Let's look at some stats here real quick before we get out of the video. 4 WAR by Alec Thomas, just having an incredible year. JJ Bleday 3.8. If you look at the OPS plus, I mean, almost every regular is batting better than the average player at their position. BABIP getting a little bit of luck here, especially Alec Thomas, 361 BABIP. That's crazy. OPS, very good OPS. We do not have an OPS under 700 on our entire bench, which is great. On-base percentage, no one under 300 with on-base percentage. And the only person who's batting under 250 is Seth Beer, who is a power hitter. So let's see. Oh, Bleday and Bohm are still in a neck-and-neck race to see who's going to hit over 100 RBI first. Bleday, 30 home runs. He's having quite the season. So from a pitching standpoint, Paddock is just our all-star here. 3.1 WAR. And he's had bad luck pitching as well. So in terms of his BABIP, but 179 strikeouts to 30 walks. His WHIP's 1.24. Just a great season from him. So we'll see how the rest of the season shakes out. We'll come back. We'll simulate September. And I said last month that the Brewers situation would be solved at this point because we had so many games against them. Well, that was assuming that we had won. But we did not. The Brewers, I think, maybe beat us in every series. So the Brewers situation is anything but solved. It is actually highly problematic right now. So we'll come back. We'll simulate September. We have a lot of games. We have 6 games against the Cardinals, so we should have greater clarity in the Central Division unless we just take every other game from each other. So thanks for joining. Appreciate you watching. This was a little bit of a longer one, but I'm excited to get back in after the All-Star break, and let's see how it goes. See you guys.